Alright, we're back and we're still talking about Nintendo Switch. We've gone through starting thoughts, we've gone through the portability of it, the controllers, the memory, the launch titles, the titles that are coming out throughout the year.
Post-office launch titles.
Post office?
You said it. Post office, like this.
The post office launch titles.
Yeah.
Does the post office bring the titles to us?
Well, you know what? If I pre-order them through Amazon, the post office is probably going to bring us the post-launch titles. So.
Genius! I knew it.
But anyways, so now that we've gone through everything, now we want to kind of wrap it up with our final thoughts. Where do we think it sits within the current generation? So there is the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, there's the Wii U.
S's. They're technically an S's.
Yeah, well, there's Xbox S, which is a more advanced version of it, but it's still an Xbox One. And then there's the PlayStation Pro and stuff. And you've got your 3DS and the Vita, which is still kicking around somewhere. I know we love it, but apparently no one else outside.
It's over there.
No one outside our family likes it. But and then
Put those down.
Quit that banging. Now sit down here. And then, do we think it will do good?
Yes, we think it will do great because Nintendo's made a system and people love Nintendo.
Wii U!
Wii U, yeah. But people love Nintendo.
N64.
And, you know.
GameCube.
Was that terrible? What was terrible?
They didn't do too well.
People used to love Nintendo. Our modern day people do.
Nintendo actually has a 50% rating here with good systems. You've got the NES, the Super Nintendo, and the Wii, which all did really well. And you've got the 64, the GameCube, and the Wii U, which did not do well. I loved all of them. I did not dislike any of the systems, but
I like
just
the Wii U's gamepad.
yeah, and I liked all of them. It's just in general, Nintendo has not always done great, and it's usually, again, we kind of started off talking about this, but Nintendo tries to do something that's different than everybody else. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Well, I think the difference with the Wii U was that they sold us the same console.
Like, it wasn't the same console.
It felt it.
No, it's not the same console.
I don't know. It felt like the same console.
It's true.
Like, I get a gamepad, and I do like that gamepad. And I mean,
Right.
better.
So-
but still.
So Switch is coming out. It's coming out at a really weird time. It's coming out on March 3rd. Basically, new consoles usually come out in November, right before Christmas, so they can sell a whole bunch of them for Christmas. One of the things that we've seen is that everything gets sold out right away. So this might be good because Nintendo can sell a whole bunch of Switches now. They'll be sold out. Everybody's asking for it. They'll have another shipment come in, and by the time that the stores can actually stock them, it'll be getting towards Christmas. And then they'll have another rush for it. So this may actually work out well for it.
Oh yeah, the thing with that is, do you think they'd want to wait till November if it's almost March now?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They also
Like
do have
you're
Mario
bad.
coming out for that time instead.
Yeah,
Mario's
that
a
will.
big one.
The Mario Odyssey will definitely sell the system. People that don't like Zelda or the other games will want to get it at that time. So you've got Sony and Microsoft, who are both have come out with better versions of their current generation systems. They tend to be faster. It's all focused on doing more, but more power, kind of. PlayStation still outpacing Microsoft as far as capabilities, but Xbox Live is, I think, the best online service. So now we have Switch coming in, and I think when I sit down in front of the TV, I'm mostly playing my Xbox.
That is probably true.
Well, that's because we're Xbox fans.
Yeah, I think I play the PlayStation 4 for certain PlayStation 4 only titles. If there's a game that comes out on Xbox or PlayStation 4, I'm getting it on Xbox One. I know you play the PlayStation, but that's because you've got
I would play Xbox One for my friends.
yeah, you've got people that you play with on there. But I think the Xbox is our go-to system. And I know I normally get the games, so you're kind of stuck into the games that I'm buying. But if you had the money and you were going to buy a game, and I know a lot of these are first-party games, these are all Nintendo games, so they're only coming out on the Switch. But let's say Zelda was third-party. It wasn't owned by Nintendo, it was third-party, and it was coming out on Switch, it was coming out on Xbox One, and it was coming out on PlayStation 4 all on March 3rd. Which version of the game would you get?
Obviously Xbox.
You think you get the Xbox One?
Yeah.
That's because we're Xbox fans, though.
Well, no, it's because I don't like PS4, even if it's more powerful. I just don't like PS4, and then I don't want to do Switch over Xbox.
What about you?
Well, Xbox is nice. Switch is nice. PS4 is nice. I don't know. I don't really. I mean, this probably would make a lot of people mad, but I don't care for the PS4. I just don't care. I think the PS3 is actually better. Like, I know graphics are better. And
What's better about the PlayStation 3?
I like the PS3.
It's because he has friends on it, though.
Yeah, but
I like how the home screen works and.
No, the home screen's better on PS4.
okay, we're not talking about Sony right now.
Poor Sony.
Sony's amazing.
He wants to be talked about.
And
Alright, I know my thoughts
Switch,
on it.
maybe because
The Switch?
Switch could potentially go somewhere else, you know.
Right, and I think for me, I would get it with Switch
But then again, data.
because of the portability of it.
But yeah.
If something like
if
Bomberman or let's see what's in there, ARMS, if we got that, the Tetris game, Splatoon, if those were available on multiple systems, I'd get on an Xbox because of the online system. Xbox is the best for creating parties and playing with other people and that kind of thing. The online multiplayer is just better with Xbox. If it's local or it's portable, I would go with Switch. Now, Nintendo is supposed to have a online service, and you have to pay for it, so a lot of people are annoyed with that.
it was cheaper, it was cheaper.
It's
than
cheaper.
Xbox.
Yeah, it's cheaper, but
PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live do that too. I mean,
right.
Well,
But
PlayStation
Nintendo
Plus
has fought this for years, and have they learned the lessons that the other ones have gone through? And will they come out with a really good online service, or will it stink just about everything else Nintendo does with online? And they always try to, the parental controls are more important than being able to connect with friends. So you can't actually play with anybody else because it's more important to limit your, and it's just dumb, the stuff that Nintendo does around online. It's good to have those controls in place, but it's so clunky. It just doesn't make any sense what they do half the time. You have to have friend codes in order to play online with somebody else. I mean, that's ridiculous. This isn't like the year 2000. I mean, it's 2017 and we're passing friend codes between each other in order to link online. I mean, it's just dumb. But I like the portability of it, and I think that I would get it on the Switch over the other systems if it wasn't dependent on online multiplayer.
If it was online multiplayer, I think Xbox, because that's got the best online stuff.
And I think we're gonna have to see, does Nintendo actually come through on this? Maybe Nintendo comes through and they have the best multiplayer system out of all of them. They're the last ones to the gate, right? So Xbox has had the best one the whole time. They've always had the best one, but they're constantly improving on their old one. Nintendo can build something from scratch because they've never had one. So it's possible that they can build it better than Microsoft. I just don't have my hopes up too high.
Well, the thing you were talking about is you'd get Zelda because of portability. Assume you had to buy the Switch, though, putting that into consideration. So Bomberman, Just Dance, No Binding of Isaac, Skylanders, 1-2 Switch, and I Am Setsuna are the launch titles other than Zelda.
All of those.
Bomberman you could play online. Just Dance is not the biggest game. Skylander, none of those are really online, but Mario Kart, say you could play that online, if it came out online. Street Fighter, that probably could do online.
Right. Well, Street Fighter is the type of game that I'd want to play online. Mario Kart is the type of game I want to play with you guys. I don't think I'd have as much fun playing with somebody I don't know than people I do know in that game. That game's all about shooting each other with blue shells. You know, I mean, it's all about that kind of thing. So
it's more fun when you know the person, yet you ruin their life.
But I really like the portability of it because we've got 3DSs and Vitas, we've got Xbox, all the different
JODAD.
stuff.
Don't touch.
And we have to buy copies of the same game across all these different systems. And for the Switch, we can buy one copy of it and play it here. We can play it on the go. However, we only have one Switch.
One thing I think
So
probably
3DS is, there's multiple ones, but
yeah, I was literally just about to say that. But the thing is, a lot of playing between different Switches is like, man, I don't actually have another Switch. And like most families are gonna have, well, I'd say one, but most families are gonna probably have 0 Switches. But most families are probably gonna have one, and then there are probably a couple families that are gonna have 2. There's no way you're gonna have 3 or more, but
they do have local multiplayer with the Switches. So up to 8 Switches can link together over the wireless network, which is kind of nice. So if you do have a friend who happens to have one, they bring it over and you have one, you can both play your Switches.
Is it that easy to unplug a system?
The Switch, yes. That's the whole point of it. It just pulls out of the dock.
Yeah, not the dock.
Oh!
No.
The dock.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
This kid sometimes.
it's that easy?
So, I don't know. I think it has the potential to do really, really well because I think you have that ability to be portable. And that portability of it makes me pause and say, would I get if we have a third party software comes out and a brand new one comes out and it comes out on the Switch and it comes on the Xbox, and let's say the Switch looks nice and it plays nice and the party system works the same way, I might be tempted to get the Switch version because I can bring it with me as well. I think if it's a purely online multiplayer game, something like Battlefront, definitely Xbox. I mean, there's no point to having it portable. But if it's a game where you could switch back and forth between the two, Splatoon has a single player mode. So
really?
And if it doesn't have to be online, then Splatoon's Nintendo only, so obviously you're gonna get it on the Switch. But even if it was third party, that I'd still might consider that because I could play the single player mode out. The portability is nice, but you're not going to be able to play all the time over things because you're not going to have connectivity to the internet. But any other thoughts before we wrap up our series on the Nintendo Switch? At least the before launch series. I'm sure we'll be doing more after we get it.
After.
Yeah. Anything? No?
Nintendo Land?
I hope there's Nintendo Land.
Please, just give me a Nintendo Land. I want to chase Mario. I want to...
But give us a Nintendo Land that has more than, 5 maps per game.
Yeah, the 3 maps for
Mario. The Mario chase thing
But
is awesome, but with only 3 you get bored of it really quickly.
The first one gets boring fast, but it's nice. The second one's kind of fun. The third one... it's fun to go on the slides, but it's just not that.
And here, Nintendo.
Fun.
Here's an idea: make Mario or make Nintendo Land, but do it very similar to how you did the Wii Sports U. You have the game, you can get it for free, and you can play all the levels for free, but you can only play the first round of it. And you get a taste for each of the games. And then, for $10 a piece, you can unlock the different games. So then if you only want one or two, you only pay $10, $20. Or you could split it up over time. Every month I'm going to pay $10 and get a new game. And then you can, because you already have a DLC system worked into it, you can have additional maps and additional things for additional costs for a DLC that you can add on top of that. I think that'd be a cool idea.
That'd be nice.
I would definitely get that. There's definitely games in there that I wouldn't want. I don't really like playing them all that much, but there's ones I really, really love. I love the Metroid. I love the Zelda. I love the Mario, Pikmin. Those ones are all good.
The Ghost one
they just the Ghost one's okay too, but I just wish there was more. I wish there was some DLC for that. I know probably
you don't like the
most people don't want DLC in their games. I want DLC because I want to extend the life of the game.
Well, the thing is, if people are saying they don't like DLC, they're probably referring to something like microtransactions where it's impossible to win at the game or have fun with it unless you pay extra.
Yeah.
Or with something like Battlefront where it gives you half the game and then you buy the season pass and there's the other half.
Yeah, so you want the full game and then I want additional stuff for the game. Like Mario Kart, I'd like more than just 2 things. Like, give us lots of maps. Give us lots of characters.
Give us more stuff.
And I don't mind buying those through DLC as long as you give us the reasonable amount of characters, reasonable amount of maps to start. The rest can all be DLC, and then you can get more money from it and extend the life of the game.
Another thing is, if people are all like, I don't like DLC, it's dumb. Well, why would you care? It's stuff that you pay to get extra. Just don't get extra.
And I can't remember who makes Just Dance, but stop! Just do everything through DLC. We don't need to keep buying it every year. That's dumb.
I know.
Alright. Anyways.
In fact, you know what would be cool? If they made Just Dance free. And just had like 1 or 2, like only a couple of them. Like 2 or 3. And the rest you all buy.
I like that. Do it for free, but you have to buy the songs. Then I can pick which songs I want it, and I don't get all those stupid songs.
Yeah, you only get.
So we could get Gangnam Style and what does
And we want more classic songs, more classic rock and roll and stuff like that.
And what
not your garbage popular songs, cause
and 21 Pilots.
What?
I like 21 Pilots. Don't judge.
Whatever.
Good. Please remember to like,
comment,
subscribe,
stuff.
watch more videos.
Yep.
See us on Twitter. Give us a big thumbs up, and
Like our
get the
Facebook
Switch.
page.
Get the Switch. Oh yeah, the Facebook. Get the Switch. And my question for you today is:
Are we done?
do you like? Yes, we're done with the videos. That's already answered. My question for you: do you like microtransactions?
No.
And do you,
No one likes microtransactions.
do you like DLC? Like just normal DLC?
DLC, not microtransactions.
Like Mario Kart 8 DLC. Do you like our Just Dance idea? Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And do you like Binding of Isaac?
And the Nintendo Land idea.
And everything else that we mentioned.
Hey, comments. We want to see lots of comments. Let's go.
I need a whole page worth.
All right.
I'm
See you next
talking
time.
essays.